Hey Dream City Youth, Pastor Ash here, bringing back the daily devos for you guys. I know I missed the daily devos, I hope you guys have. We're going to start to make this a more continual thing for our Instagram and YouTube for you guys, especially right now as we're going to be going back to online at least for the next month. Hopefully no longer than a month we can be back to in-person services. But we're going to be starting to upload our daily devos more frequently for you guys, and I know I'm just excited to get back into it. So let's dive in. And the message for today's daily devo, the title of it, if you will, is called The Right Response. The Right Response. And we're going to find out the right response we should have is evident through a story involving Jesus in the Bible. Big shock, daily devo involves the Bible. I recommend having one. So we're going to pick up the story in Matthew chapter 15, verses 21 through 28. I'm going to be reading it right here in front of you guys. So Matthew 15:21 reads, "Then Jesus left Galilee and went north to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Gentile woman who lived there came to him pleading, 'Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David, for my daughter is possessed by a demon that torments her severely.' But Jesus gave her no reply, not even a word. The silent treatment. Then his disciples urged him to send her away. 'Tell her to go away,' they said. 'She is bothering us with all her begging.' Then Jesus said to the woman, 'I was only sent to help God's lost sheep, the people of Israel.' But she came and worshipped him, pleading again, 'Lord, help me.' Jesus responded, 'It isn't right to take from the children and throw it to the dogs.' The woman replied, 'That's true, Lord, but even dogs are allowed to eat the scraps that fall beneath their master's table.' 'Dear woman,' Jesus said to her, 'your faith is great, your request is granted,' and the daughter was instantly healed." Wow. That is such an incredible message because, if I'm being honest, that speaks to the society we live in more than ever. You see, Jesus called this woman a dog. He said, "Woman, is it not correct for me to take the scraps from the children's table and feed it to the dogs? Give it to you." You see, for those of you who don't understand, Jesus called this woman a dog. He could have called her the B word. A little history lesson for you. Back in times of the Middle East, being called a dog or dogs were great dishonor. It was one of the worst insults you could have was to be called a dog, was to be labeled a dog or be dog-like. You did not want that label on you. That was such a harsh thing to say. Yet we see that Jesus here calls this woman a dog. He says, "Woman, it's not right for me to give what I give to Israel to the dogs." Because Jesus came for the Israelites, not the Gentiles, who this woman was. She was from Canaan. But what's amazing is that in this moment when this woman who's honestly been insulted by Jesus, if there's any person in the Bible who has a right to be offended, who has a right to be upset, who has a right to be angry, it's this woman. Jesus, that didn't sound very Christ-like, calling this woman a dog. That didn't sound very compassionate. This woman came pleading for you, yet you told her you're not here for her. If there was any person in the Bible to be offended at Jesus in this moment, it's this woman. She came gracefully, humbly, desperately seeking God, understanding that Jesus was the ultimate authority, yet Jesus looks at her, calls her a dog, insults her. But what I love is that even though this woman could have been offended, nowhere in the scriptures does it say that she tried to cancel Jesus. Nowhere in the scriptures does it say that she tried to take Jesus out, that she attacked Jesus, that she ridiculed Jesus, that she mocked, that she followed Jesus and got other people to rally against her, or rally against him, following her and attacking Jesus. Nowhere did she try and cancel Jesus, even though she was offended. What I love about this woman is that even though she had every right to be offended, every right to try and scream at Jesus, she chooses instead to honor the person of God. She immediately responds not with an insult, not with a dag, not with a victimhood stance, not with a guilt trip, but she immediately responds with, "That's true, Lord, but even the dogs are allowed to eat the scraps that fall beneath their master's table." You see, the woman responds in this time of desperation, insulting, and uncertainty. She calls Jesus master. She showed the Lord God honor. She showed Jesus honor. You see, and it's in that honoring that that Jesus uses a catalyst to propel her miracle to unfold. Her honoring of Jesus was able to manifest her miracle in her life. I got to tell you right now that if you want to see miracles in your life, that if you want to see God's presence in your life, if you want to see breakthrough in your community and in your family and with your friends, the worst thing you can do is show offense, show anger and hostility to them. The best thing you can do is begin to show honor to those people. specifically God, specifically Jesus, when you show honor like this woman did to Jesus, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of offense, even in the face of wrongdoings, when you can still show honor to people, that is when you'll get your miracle. You see, the right response may feel like casting out and rebuking and being angry, but actually sometimes the right response, and I believe most times the right response, will always be honor. Will always be honoring those that God's put in front of you, because honoring is God's catalyst to miracles, is God's method to bring forth the blessing and the promises of God. So I want to challenge all of you guys today to understand that we should choose to honor first and attack and cancel and ridicule later. That's all I got for today, Dream City. Thank you for joining in this daily Devo. We'll bring some more. I'll see you around.